Thanks for coming today. This is the third of this series of 3 workshops, memorable marketing workshops, and it's all about raising your visibility. We want people to know that you are in business, you are alive and well, and you are ready to serve them. And you need to reach those people that need what you're offering. So our first workshop was simply getting your profile together, your professional profile with your professional headshot, a clear description of who you are, what you do, your little bit of your credentials, but most importantly, how you're ready to serve them and how they can connect with you. And once you have that profile, you can join other networks and directories and get yourself there accessible for search optimization. You have to be able to be found. And so it's very important for you to get that professional profile together. Our second workshop was on creating visible content, visuals like graphics, pictures, things that would draw attention to your content. Because what good is it if you have great content if no one's paying attention to it? Or if you send a email and because it doesn't have a visual icon there to attract their attention to open it, then what good is that if they never read it? Or if you write a blog and it has great information, but they're not going to even take a second look if it's all text. So today it's even more important for you to catch their attention, which I hear has reduced quite a bit. Before, when you did an introductory pitch, you had about 3 minutes, then it was 2 minutes. I hear it's about 20 seconds right now. So it's so important to get visuals. Video is included too. And third, today we are going to be touching on creating memorable events. And events are very powerful. We are, as human beings, we need relationships. We need to connect with one another. And yes, we have the option of virtual meetings like this one, but it is so more enriching when we are in person. And so I'm going to be sharing tips and tools on how to create your own event. And we'll be focusing more on the live events, but then also the option is, having a virtual event, and very simple. So we'll just start with a very simple basics that anyone can do. And it could be just connecting with one other person or a group. And it could be for business, it could be for social, or it could be a conference you pull together. So anyway, well, I'm going to share my screen and we'll go through a slideshow, and hopefully that would, help with your thinking of what you can do and just see how doable it really is. So I'm going to start sharing my screen here. Where is it? Okay. And it's all about making you and your business memorable. And yes, you are going to create your event. Now you can start small and then grow actually to a signature event. And we'll get to that too. So let's ponder. I want you to think, what was the most memorable event you ever attended? And if you have a just plain sheet of paper, just jot that down. And what made it memorable? Really stop to think, what made it memorable? What made it impact? And then focusing a little bit on more business events. When was the last business event that you attended? And then thinking back on that last business event, did you feel that it was worth your time? Did you find value in it? Who did you meet? Who did you connect with? And why or why not did you find that it was valuable? And then consider what would have made it more valuable, or what really stood out as being awful. and just really kind of think through that. Okay, now imagine, what kind of event would you like to host? You as a hostess. What is the outcome that you seek? Do you just want to get together with some friends? And do you just want to use it to build up relationships that you have already? Are you looking to making new connections? Do you have a client base that you would like to nurture those relationships and kind of catch up and see how you can move forward together? Are you looking at a celebration? Just think about what is the outcome that you are seeking for this next event. And who would come? Who would you invite? And we're going to, consider the benefits of events. I'm going to, come back to this. Right now, I'm just going to go through the basics of the events, and then we'll refresh on covering the benefits. And my encouragement to you is don't wait for an opportunity. There's a lot of events out there that businesses are hosting and friends are hosting, and but if you're seeing that there's a need out there and you want to see that it's met, don't wait for an opportunity. Create one. And that's what we're here to encourage you and equip you for memorable connections. So yes, it could be as simple as a coffee with a friend. And just think, are you waiting for someone to invite you for coffee? Why not you start thinking about who you can invite for coffee? You can jot down on a piece of paper, just brainstorm, go through your iPhone, and or Android, whatever you have, and look in your contact list, and start finding those people you'd like to catch up with, and make the call, and have a calendar next to you. Because you hear a lot of people go, oh yeah, we should get together. Well, that's just a greeting, basically. Unless you pick a date, it's not going to happen. So my husband and I founded the Santa Barbara Business Expo, which led into the Santa Barbara Business Network. And it serves as a hub for business owners and entrepreneurs. But through this network, we have hosted quite a few events, small and large. And some of the examples are mixers and to conferences and art shows and health fairs. So I'm sharing these so that you can start thinking of the possibilities that you can host through your business. So one of the things was ladies and lattes lunch. There's just something about ladies gathering together and naming it ladies and lattes. Let them know that it's ladies only, and it's light, not a serious meeting, but something for us what women love to do is get together and chat and share what's going on and share ideas. So this is one of the events that I hosted. It was a live monthly women's event here local in Santa Barbara. But then when COVID hit, we did it virtually. This is one of the events that I hosted at my home. And this is Grace Lee. She was a business coach, and she taught on international etiquette, which is highly valuable if you're working with any other representatives from different countries. And so we just had a great time. She showed us through the ways of even passing food around, and where the glasses should be, and then also even how to enter a room, and how to sit and rise, and how to enter a car. As you can see that we're filming this, and then on the right it shows who attended. We had it was just fun. So this is just an idea. It just was an idea. I met Grace Lee at an event. We started talking and seeing, oh my gosh, the value that she had to offer. And so we put together this event. And this is my husband and I, Gino and I, we love barbecuing, and we, love gathering together with friends. A lot of these guys, let's see, that's Gino's brother and high school friends. So we participated in a barbecue competition. But even something like that does take some planning, takes some coordination, takes communication, relationship building. All of these things are part of what goes into it, and the benefits are lifelong. Another thing is that you might think of a nonprofit that you'd like to support. Well, don't wait for an opportunity. You can create one or be a part of one. You can be like a sub part of one. So that's what we did here. The local American Cancer Society they're looking for more teams to do this walk. And so we got the word out. We talked to friends and our network and the network friends. And actually within a week, we pulled this team together. We designed some t-shirts, and it was so much fun. And we raised money for this nonprofit, and it received publicity. And each person here who was a business owner could share that, and that actually heightened their visibility, and it helped people to know, that they have heart, and that's a way of attracting new clients to you too. Here is an example of a best kept secret. Yes, it's TV Santa Barbara. I never heard of them, and I have lived in Santa Barbara for over 30 years when I first heard about them. And I talked to the executive director and was asking him, well, how are you promoting? How are you reaching new clients? And why haven't we heard about you? And he admitted that, yes, it's been a challenge. They haven't really been intentional in getting the word out more. I saw the services that they provided very valuable for business owners and entrepreneurs and those that wanted to get their message out there. And their rates were incredibly low, and the opportunities were great. So we talked about it, and then we decided to pull together an event and have it there. How better is that? So to have people come physically, see the location of TB Santa Barbara and see that it's approachable, that there are real people who would love to work with you, and they can come and view the equipment. So we hosted a professional headshot party. And here's the flyer of it. Business Celebrity Headshot Party. You are the celebrity of your business. Get your professional image here. And that's so important. As we said before, that's why I had the first workshop on your profile. Your professional headshot is very key in that. So yeah, so we put together a TVSB. We had it there. Found a professional headshot photographer and negotiated really affordable rates. It was good for her for free advertising. Well, not really free, but it was advertisement for her, and it allowed everyone to, freshen up, have a professional headshot, and we made new connections there too. Here's another example of a business event is Business Wellness Meetup. You could just make a meetup. Just pick a topic, change the colors, whatever the, particular topic is, and you want to attract people. That's where the imagery is really important who you're trying to reach. I think we picked green because it's healthy, health and, greenness and finances, green money. Here's another event that we had. We had someone sharing on how to tell your story and identifying your ideal client. These are the these are still within the business niche. This one is on marketing. The focus was on marketing. We had this representative who specializes in constant contact. It's email marketing. And so these are just a few examples for you to think out of the box, what you can do to help elevate the attention and awareness of your business. And it doesn't have to be big. I mean, if you're not used to doing events, it's okay. It's okay to just start with a handful of people, invite them for coffee somewhere and meet somewhere and pick a topic that you enjoy sharing. So anyway, take a moment to think. If you're ready to create an event today, let's get started. So step one is, what ideas pop into your mind? Why don't you just jot that down on a piece of paper? Just don't put sense into it at all. So you just think of your wildest thing, big, small, just write them down. Don't even have to make it in a straight line. Just put them on the paper. If you can't think of the right words, draw a picture. What challenge or problem are you striving to solve through this event? And it could be just connecting with another person or breaking out of isolation. Or it could be connecting with other business owners or entrepreneurs, or meeting other people in your niche. Another problem or challenge that you might have is getting awareness of a nonprofit, raising the awareness of them and understanding their mission and vision, and hopefully drawing some attention and interest to supporting them. But yeah, stop and think of what the challenge or problem that you're striving to solve through this event. And how can this event be part of the solution? Step two is, who should you invite? You should have a separate piece of paper for that. So you just start jotting down names. Who are you serving? Think of who you really desire to serve. Who is your ideal client? Get as detailed as you can. And step 2B, what do you know about your who? What do you know about that ideal client, who you're focusing on, who you're talking to, who you want to bring into your business? What is their personality type? Knowing their personality type would give you an idea of what they would like, or what approach you should have, what maybe colors that you should use in attracting them to your event. Values, understand what their values are, and be sure that you're touching on those. You want their emotions to be touched. You want it to be memorable. And the way that we have a impact on people is that it's touching them. They're connecting. It means something to them. You've met a need of theirs. Their interests. Find out what they're interested in. If it's a group of people, you kind of get an average of that. If it's your target person, then you can focus in more and work through that information that you have. And food preferences. I highly recommend that whatever event you have, include food. And so get to know what their preferences are, or if they have any restrictions, and so that when you're picking the food, that you can keep that in mind. Because what good is it if you have these beautiful spread of food and then it's items that they cannot have. Step 3 is, what do you want to do? So go back to your step 1 on the ideas and thoughts that you had, and then what do you want to do? So let's start planning an event today. And here are your event basics. What, when, where, your theme, and colors. These are just basic information that you need for your framework of your event. take notes, just write them down. These all, make a folder, write on it the title of your event, and start collecting the papers in there that you would need, all the notes that you need, list of contacts, and put that in the folder. So on one of the note sheets, you should have the event name, and that's something you can join a group, or actually I'm thinking of maybe we should do a challenge. If you're interested in that, let me know. I can put together like a 5-day challenge or something, or so we'll all start at the same day, and then together we'll encourage each other as we put together an event and execute it. So once you have an event name, it is helpful to also have a subtitle or tagline that for some calendars and event announcement pages, they do allow you to have 2 lines or to add more description. And subtitle and taglines are actually very helpful so that you can make your event name short. And so if you have any more additional points that you want to draw attention to, the value, you can include that in your subtitle. The purpose, have in mind what the purpose is and be able to explain why should they come to your event? What value is it? What benefits are they going to get from it? And the description. A lot of event calendars give you a limit on the description, how many words you can put in. So, practice, write it, type it up and edit. You can, and make a few versions. I would make a long one and then make a medium size one and short one, so that's ready to go for you to copy and paste as you need it. And then consider, are you offering this event free? Usually it would be like a lead magnet into where you want to take them, or it could be free just because it's for community or building, relationships, and you will be using that event to introduce them to something that you're offering. Or is it by fee? Maybe it's a workshop. And so this you need to know, and then you will know what how to organize and set up your payment plan if it is by fee, and hosted by. This is where you might consider, if you're going for a larger event and you want some funding from it, you may consider maybe a business or a number of businesses that would like to sponsor your event. So that's something that you can consider. Or be hosted by your business, or you, just your name, or you can put it your business. So jot down anything that comes to mind. All this information can be used for your planning purposes and launching. Now, prepare invites. Keep it simple. Provide the information, choose colors and design, gather images that match your theme, and make it personal or personable, so that they feel like that person is being invited. Let them know that it's not just, I'm just one of the hundreds. Let them feel that you are talking to her or him specifically. And it's, not a bad idea also to, when you're writing the emails, do that, there's sometimes, if you have an automated one, you can enter their name. Or when you're sending a text, send the text to them, make sure that you address them, put their name on it, and put your name on, sign it. Because there's so many scam texts out there and everything else. So make it easy for your friends and connections to know that, identify, oh yeah, this is not a scam. This is really personally from, you. How will you invite? There's a number of ways of sending your invitation. It could be through an Evite. It can be through email. It could be phone calls, texts, or through social media or public media like advertisement, radio, TV, newspaper. You can get creative. You can even put in I think Craigslist or church bulletins. These are all possibilities, and you can use a combination. Just, invite, invite, invite. And you might add an incentive for those that come to invite others. And here is the question of free or fee. Is this going to be a free event? Will it be an event with a fee? Is this a fundraiser? So if an event has a fee, you'll need to set up registration. You'd have to set up a payment avenue. So some of the ways are cash or Venmo, by check, and be specific on who you want the check written to. Could be PayPal or Stripe or, both. So you set up the registration. It could be manual. Now, if it's a small event, don't let the technical stuff stop you from hosting an event. Just get started. Just use paper. Even just a phone call and connection today of one person. Let's start with one person. Or, if a few people that have a common interest or, are in the same niche, or their businesses would complement one with each other, then connect with them, see if you can plan something. Registration can also be automated. There's many systems that you can set up, and you can do systemized email. So where it would have an invitation, then a follow-up, and you can schedule them out. So your invitation list can be a handwritten list. It could be a typed up list. You can use an Excel or spreadsheet style. Those actually, when you grow your events, are quite valuable and actually necessary. Once you have it on the spreadsheet, you can upload it into other systems. And so, as I'm saying don't let tech keep you from hosting an event. You can, there weren't computers forever. In the past, we've had a lot of social events without a computer. So keep that in mind. Number one is you're building relationships. So the information that you should have is at least their name, their email, phone numbers, and then jot down some notes. It's helpful to include notes of maybe some personal information that you know about them, so that when you talk to them, you have, show interest, and that they'll know that you really care. The venue setup. Explore your options. So if it's a simple coffee, of course, that's easy. Just pick a place and make it easy. Pick a place, the name, the address. Make it easy for your guests, or those that are meeting you. Don't have them have to hunt for all that information. Contact information is very important to reach the right people. So if you're going to a restaurant and you want to really organize a event, don't go to a server. You go to the manager or the owner of that restaurant or venue. Explore the costs. Ask for the costs. Ask for the details, the terms of that cost, and don't make any fast decisions. You can always review everything and get back to them. Consider your theme and colors. Does the location match the feel of what your goal is? And the ambience you're looking for, bright, dull, open. You can even meet at a park or a museum, or it doesn't, break out do something different. And that's what they would remember. Sometimes just because it's different, it will be remembered and it will be talked about. Consider collaboration possibilities. If you say, oh, I can't, it's not limited to just you. And if it is, and it's not big enough sometimes. So, especially when you're thinking of a larger business event or even, a workshop or anything like that, just consider collaboration possibilities. Think of other businesses that could benefit from being involved with your event, and they may be, willing to do some trading, and you can support each other and invite each other's contacts so that their connections become your connections and vice versa. Make a list of materials. I love lists because it just helps assure you that you're not going to miss something. Or when you make the list, it helps you identify what you're missing. So an example of the list of materials you might need for an event is tables. Do you know what sizes you need? Do you know how many you need? Do you want a skirt on it? Are you going to have everyone come and put their own tablecloths over it? All this kind of things you want to consider. Do you want everyone to have the same color of table cover? If that's it, then you should probably provide the table covers. Or if you want a variety and you really have their personalities reflect with their decor, then let them decorate the way that they'd like. The decor of the whole event should be consistent with your theme. You should have a check-in table, a central table for people to come for information, to register, to get name tags. I highly recommend. Those have always been very helpful in getting conversations going, and just, it's a tool. I find it's very helpful. Poster boards and stands. Just imagine a person coming to the event, entering the entry. Is it clear that you're there, or are they going to wonder, am I at the right place? So that's the purpose of having a poster board there. Have a stand to have it on, or check out the venue ahead of time and see if they're, what they have that you can use. And signage. It's good to have signage there, and you can replicate it and use it actually for posting on coffee shop bulletins too, if you want more exposure. Do you need a stage? Do you need a podium? Do you need a microphone? All these things you need to check ahead of time. Food is important. And so that's another thing you can think. Is it going to be appetizers, or is it just going to be coffee and some refreshment kind of things, or are you going to have a meal? This is, jot down what comes to your mind. Think of some options. Go ahead and write down the different options, because you're going to go back, check out the costs, and see if it's doable. Music and entertainment. It's always nice to have kind of background music. You can use your phone for that, and a Bluetooth, or the venue might have it. Do you want live entertainment? You think of collaboration there too. There's a lot of musicians that would love some exposure. Maybe they'll come and make some music at your event and make connections for them too. And it's a draw to your event. Virtual platform. So this is when you aren't having a live event and you're going to, host it virtually. You need to set up your virtual room, set up a link to join, set up password, privacy, meeting terms. And I can provide checklists. That's where I, welcome your feedback, what would be valuable for you. And when I send out the replay, I'll include the PDF forms that you all feel is helpful. I'll put that together. So it's always good to, consider the meeting terms and kind of like the hospitality rules. And follow up and follow through. Follow up on your invitations right before and after. You want people to feel that they really were thought about, that you sincerely want them to be there, and they will feel that you're caring. And then following up after, that will help you keep that connection warm, and all the investment that you put into putting this event on continues. Don't drop the ball. In other words, this is just, things are warming up. This is what you're leading up to. And then when you think of all these steps, I don't want you to be overwhelmed. It's all doable. And the smaller the interactions that you're looking for, you can, just ignore some of these lists. But if you're looking for a signature, wanting to do a signature event for your business, or a larger, a workshop or other, well, you might ask, is it worth the work? The answer is yes. Yes, especially in a time like this. People are hungry for relationships. They are hungry for connections. They help them not to be isolated. That is a killer. Help people to get together, and you be the host. Facilitate the meeting, facilitate the conversations, the building of relationships. And for you to even be attending and watching this workshop, if you're not here live, you're here for a purpose, because you had this desire to know what it is to host an event. There's an interest in there, because I really think that you see the need. And so, yes, it is totally worth it. Does it take work? Yes, it does. But what, great things come out of nothing. So I'm here to support you and encourage you and give you the tools. And I'm just showing you through this workshop is the easy tools that you can do yourself. And then if you need some help, you can connect with me. The benefits, I feel, are priceless. Every single event has a value. Every single person that you connect with, there is something that you are learning from. And it is priceless. You learn from it. You grow from these interactions. And small or large, it is very valuable. You make memorable connections. You make profitable connections, profitable collaborations. And profit is not necessarily cash. Profitable benefits are the relationships of one person connecting you with another. Your one connection is not just that person, but everyone that person knows, and the gifts that each person has. It is extraordinary. And you have the benefit of forever memories and more. So here's some more benefits. These are examples of what experts have said. So this is from Event Management Solutions. 10 reasons why your company should invest in events. Planning and hosting an event is a lot of work, but whether your company is large or small, there are clear benefits of hosting an event. If you're on the fence about whether it's worth it, let's take a look at some of the main benefits of events to remind you of why you're putting all this work into it. And I would recommend that you stop and really think and write down why you're putting this event together, what the purpose is, because it will help you through those periods of the planning process that you're going, why am I doing this? It's because there is value. And at the end of all this, you are going to have stronger relationships. You're going to have greater insight, and you have blessed every single person that attended your event or was even invited. Some people are so excited and warmed up by just being invited to an event. So, help them to feel that warmth. 10 reasons why your company should invest in events. Gain access to your core audience. Yes, you gain access to your core audience. They come because they like you and they like what you stand for. They boost your content marketing. These are places that you can deliver your information, share what you know, share your expertise. Networking. Every event offers opportunity for you to network. Education. Every event provides education of some sort, some level. And if you don't, this is a point to think about. If you don't invest in events as a company owner, your competitor will. They will get the attention. They'll get the praise, and they'll get the, what you're needing. You're here because you want to know how to raise your visibility and how to reach those that you want to serve. Well, events are an avenue for you to do all that because it's so multifaceted. You have multiple benefits through it. And another reason why you would invest in an event is possibly launching a new product or a new service that you have. Create an emotional connection. When you have an event and you have these interactions, you will be having a connection that cannot be created through any other way. Yeah, through a phone call, that's great. You get a level of connection. It's verbal. If you go on video, yes, you get sound, you get vision and audio. But when you're in person for the live events, there is energy that you will feel that you cannot replace through a screen. Return on investment, ROI. Yes, it is worth every penny to invest in events. Trust and brand loyalty, that all comes through creating events, creating memorable events. Look at all these benefits that you get through this one project. Benefits of professional event planning for your business. This is from Business Blog Hub. So those were the benefits that we just covered, the benefits of having an event. And I'm just going to take this little break to show you some points of why people hire professional event planning for your business. And then I want you to consider doing it all yourself versus having someone else do it all yourself. But in the middle, and that's where I can facilitate in helping you because I've done it myself. What is it right for you to do it yourself? Was it beneficial for you, or would it make sense for you to hire help, or if it would hire a whole event planner? I'm here to help coach you to do it yourself, and I'll be there through your whole planning stages. But okay, so the benefits of professional event planning for your business include this. No matter which industry your business belongs to, there will be instances and opportunities to carry out company events. When this happens, it can be challenging for many employees to handle everything independently on their own because everyone has different personalities. They bring with them different strengths. And some of them are not social, possibly, because some businesses, they're more techy and they might not be in that social realm. And that might put too much pressure on them and make them feel uncomfortable. We don't want that. Having a professional event planner overlook all the aspects of your campaign that will keep the workflow optimized, organized, and successful. So the benefits are, one, it elevates you from competition. An increasing number of organizations leverage their position in the market by taking advantage of events. If your competitors aren't taking advantage of this strategy yet, you should lead as a pioneer and maximize the benefits they provide for your business. Yes, there's so much opportunity, and Gino and I have done that numerous times, have just come off with a crazy idea and pulled it off. And thank you, God, because he really, I believe, gives us that vision and the intention, and he'll provide everything you need to pull it together, because there is value in relationships, and that's where it is. It's the people business. Number 2, create the event planning process as smoothly and transparently as possible. Organization of details, because that's what the event planners are used to. We've done it over and over again, so it's almost second nature. Whereas if it's your first event or you're not used to coordinating so many things, it could feel overwhelming, even though it's very doable. You just have to decide, are you willing to go through that learning curve and go through that process, or do you want to hire some help? Increases brand awareness and access to professional network and resources. Yes, a pro event planner has a pool of network and resources so that the entire planning can be as convenient and easy as possible. And we've done so many business events and social also. And that's our niche. We attract and interact with a lot of other event planners and those that are into networking. We have business relationships with so many businesses in the industry, we can get lower prices than you can. Even when I was putting together the very first Expo, we had zero budget, but it was through the relationships, it was through the networks, it was through the collaborations that we worked together and shared resources, and we were able to get negotiated prices, and in exchange we gave them some free advertising. There's a lot of things that you can do that it's mutually beneficial for everyone that's involved. A planner can not only organize everything for your event, yet they also have connections to lower prices, okay, that I kind of mentioned on big ticket items. They know how to communicate your needs to vendors. There is a language, just like financial experts, they have a language. They know the language of finances. And if you think of certain yoga teachers and those that are in the wellness industry, they have a certain language to communicate with others that are in the same field. It's the same thing. So when we're putting together events, we know the right words, we know how to ask for what you need, and we have negotiating skills. that allow you to get more for your money, get the value of your money, and also not to be taken advantage of. That's a biggie. So with everything, that's why it helps to have a network of other people to bounce ideas off and for them to share from their experience. Number 6, allows your business to meet objectives. Business events can be stressful, which is perhaps why your competitors aren't doing it. Nonetheless, this could lead to business returns when done right. So it's important to set business goals before planning an event. And so that's why we have a one-on-one strategy call for you to discuss exactly, what you need, what your goals are, and so that we're targeting what outcome you want from it and, increase your rate of success. Consider pop-up events. Those are fun and, it's not permanent, but the effects could be long-lasting and they can be used to grow your business. You can collaborate more effectively in reaching the targets that you have, and so that you can be more successful. Okay, value of connections, building relationships, developing your network, strengthening your community. So through our network and business events, we have put together a directory to connect. So we've collected our business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, and you're welcome to add yourself to our directory, which is the directory to connect. So if you go to businessfriendships.com, that is a domain, a URL that I have assigned to that one page in our Memorable Connections website. So you're welcome to go there, and you can update your profile at any time. So please do that. And with some of the packages, you can get a greater highlight. We're actually thinking of having another page with speakers and coaches for people to find you easier. So would you like more attention to your cause, more exposure, free advertisement, more connections to grow your circle, more friends? I'm calling it hashtag business friendships. That's ours. More paying clients, more impact. The world needs you. You have something very special to offer, and it's not helping anyone if you're in the shadows. We need to shine the light on you and get you out there. So I invite you to work with me at Memorable Connections. This series I have called Memorable Marketing because it's all about raising your visibility. So an example, let's say if you're ready for your big signature event, so like I said, on your own, you can do your small, get together with your friends or connections from 2 and up, 2 people and up. But if you're ready to really break out with a signature event for your business or organization, I have a special of creating your signature event in 90 days. That's 3 months, which is the perfect timing for you to plan it and start promoting it and involving a team and growing your team. So you can start today. And if not, when? So you think back of how quickly a year goes by, 5 years, 10 years. Don't let time slip away anymore. It's time to start today. So an example of what Gino and I launched in 2013. This is we did it annually for 5 consecutive years. This is a flyer from 2015. But this is all about raising the visibility of professionals, for business owners, and also equipping them with resources to help them build their business. But the focus on this particular year was on the business owners to recognize that Yes, you are the celebrity of your business. You're the one that needs to shine. You're the one that gets out there on the stage and attention brought to you. And through events, you have that platform. And you can collaborate. Here we've got TVSB, we've got the Women's Christian Business Network, and Carrie Murphy, who, if you look it up, Carrie Murphy, she's got an amazing training program to get you out there more with video. So included in our expo were information tables, so you can think out of the box. Think of you being a part of an expo. That's fine too. And you create your table, draw people's attention to you. This one, you can see how the workforce resource centers use the banners to draw attention to their table. They put all the information there and is there to answer questions. And they have little takeaways for people to remember them and includes their contact information. So through an event, you have heightened your ability to get greater exposure through media. You can use the internet, television, radio, newspaper, magazines, as much or as little as you want. And this is a tip on getting into media for free. Yes, there's ways of getting free advertisement. You just need to apply yourself and be intentional. You can be included in news mentions, customer reviews, content shares with the social media, and with interactions with other people, with your friends on social media and business connections. And this is where I can help you. I will personally help you get to the heart of your business, raise awareness of your cause, provide leadership empowerment, build relationships, expand the brand of your organization, and help you to raise revenue through this. You'll learn strategies like how to identify personal strengths in yourself and team members. This is all part of the 90-day program. How to bring your team together for more efficient collaboration. Your team is as powerful and effective as you make it. And it's a team. It's not a you and I. There's no, what did they say? There's no I in team. I think that's what it says, or the saying is. How to create a memorable event, your signature event. You are going to learn how to create your own signature event. And once you learn this blueprint, you can create as many events, using the same framework. How to incorporate fun into your program. People need fun. They need to feel that it's satisfying and, worth their time and energy. How to leverage your connections. You'll learn strategies on, how to reach out with your connections. You look at what their expertise is, what their influence is, and then see if it works with you and it be mutually beneficial. Reach out to them and then plan a date to meet with them and follow up and follow through. How to build profitable business relationships. Everything is just part of building relationships, beginning with you. So it's really good for you to identify your strengths and be confident in what you're offering, and then looking what you see in others and reach out to them. And then you'll learn how to keep the connections warm. Stay connected. Don't let things get cold. It gets cold very quickly. You just got to keep the connections going, reaching out. And that's where your email list helps, so that you can follow up and just let them know, hey, I'm thinking about you, and, sharing some tidbit that would be helpful for them, and a whole lot more. So the benefits of creating your signature event include you gain proven tools for you to launch your signature event. You'll learn proven strategies to regenerate your purpose. You're going to break free from mediocrity. You'll rise up with a higher visibility, and you're going to launch your new signature event and build your legacy going forward on this launching pad. This is a launching pad. This is getting you started to start thinking out of the box that you would be the influencer. You're going to create an event. You, from your business, you're going to do something that the others aren't, so that you're going to shine and be memorable. So the first step towards this is to talk. Let's talk. So sign up today for a complimentary one-on-one strategy call with me. You can, or just, you've gotten the emails from me, so just send a reply email back to me and just say, yes, I want to talk. Let's have our one-on-one strategy call, and I'll send you the link. And the reason why I appreciate you is the big picture. Together we are God's handiwork. Everything works together for good. You are a specially designed, precious gem. We need you. We need your expertise. You need to share it. And there's challenges. There's going to be more challenges in today's world, but we have to be resilient, creative, and serve from our talents. And you are the heart of your business, and I want to help you. So thank you, and I hope this presentation was helpful. I'll stop sharing here.